Welcome to RE Master Talks with Amit. Today, we have a young dynamic leader who's an engineer by education and a tech enthusiast by passion. Pleasure to have Mr. Anshul Gupta, Director Okaya Power Group at RE Master Talks. Welcome, Anshul.
Hi Amit, thanks a lot. Thank you everyone. I hope everybody is doing great, staying safe at home. Lots of love and wishes to everybody to keep safe during these tough times.
Thanks for your wishes, Anshul. Anshul, we want to know, since you've done your schooling from UK, what tempted you to come back to India and join the revolution?
So Amit, when I've stayed around 18 years in India since my birth, and when I had gone outside to study for a little while, that was approximately 3 to 4 years. And when I was there, I noticed that at that time there was BMW I series which had come out, and it was all over UK. There were a lot of charging stations being installed, and I was also very curious how this entire infrastructure works. So luckily, my family gave me the platform where I could come back and join in the family business and contribute in whatever way I deemed fit. They gave me an open platform. They said that whatever you want to do, whatever you want to create, it's up to you. This is your startup budget and manage with that. So seeing that all of our businesses are somehow related to improving people's quality of life or the way we are contributing to the future, I decided to take the electric vehicle charging business as well as the battery side quite seriously. And I could see that from the onset in 2017, when we had started, I could see that this might be a very good place for me to, you know, perhaps be the Elon Musk of India, with that young aspiration and with that goal in mind to contribute more, because at the end of the day, it's our future generation who's going to be you know uh, experiencing whatever we do right now. So with that mindset, I think that prompted me to get into this revolution of EV in India and take it forward. Amit, I think you're on mute. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very promising thought, what you had at that young, tender age. Very nice to hear
Thank you.
from you on that. So, Anshul, what as an organization Okaya is contributing to the industry?
So Okaya has been, in various sectors. I would say we are in healthcare, we are in IT, we are in real estate. We are also into manufacturing of different types of products, whether it is solar, lead acid batteries, lithium-ion batteries, EV chargers, the electric vehicle motors, BLDC motor controllers. So as an organization, we are contributing to the cleaner and a safer tomorrow. And the businesses where we enter are automatically linked to the pain points of the customer. Whether it's real estate, we were not the first one to be in that, but there were a lot of issues that were there with the consumers. So our thought process has always been on the consumer centricity, the services, and the consumer experiences. So the entire perspective has been to improve the customer's experience in whichever field we are in. So I feel Okaya has been contributing tremendously in improving the customer's experience in the respective industry by giving them a hassle-free experience and a good quality product at the most affordable price in that segment of the product that we're in. So I can proudly say that we have been servicing more than 1 lakh 43,000 villages across India, where we have deployed our systems of different types, whether it's EV chargers or solar street lights, inverters, batteries. Microtech is our sister company. So we have a huge legacy to protect. We have a huge brand name to protect. And we have come so far over these 40 years because of our consumers who have trusted in us with our brand, with our product, with our services. So I feel that Okaya is on the way now to move away as much as possible from lead acid to balanced lithium ion economy for us. And we as an organization believe in a I would say the uh, 360-degree approach. So we are into recycling, we are into manufacturing, the distribution side, everything. So that gives us an edge on our impact that you're wanting to create for our consumers.
Great, Anshul. Thank you. Thank you for the share. Uh, Anshul, taking it from there, what are the expansion? How do you see the expansion in the private sector?
So we are targeting the since electric vehicle is one of our key area. We have been in the battery, we have been in the chargers. So we are taking the expansion to the next level by entering into the electric vehicle segment. This is probably the first place I'm disclosing it fully that Okaya will be launching its two-wheeler products, and it is purely out of the fact that we are progressing towards a solution approach from our consumers since battery is the heart of the entire vehicle, and we are making the batteries, we are making the electric vehicle chargers, and I feel it's a natural progression for us to come up with an electric vehicle which is a two wheeler, which uh, wherein we can really take in our experience of creating a beautiful model, manufacturing it at huge volumes and bringing the cost down, at the same time keeping the standardization of the battery and chargers, because we are the electronics experts, I believe, and we don't want the consumers to face a bad product at the onset of the revolution. So if as a company we're able to expand and give the right product at the right price with the right services, the consumer will not shy away from the electric vehicle revolution that is coming about. If initially itself the consumers are buying and the product is failing in the market due to a lot of startups coming in, companies coming in, doing the experiments on the customers, it would lead to a bad experience. And this market is a referral based, referral based market. If my friend is buying an electric vehicle, I would, before making that investment, I would first talk to a friend of mine, how was his experience or her experience in buying and using an electric vehicle. So keeping all those thoughts in mind, and since we have a huge plan to get into the cell manufacturing, we decided to get into electric vehicle, two wheelers and two wheelers specifically, no three wheelers as of now, two wheelers, so that we can have sustainable volumes wherein we can support the cell manufacturing. Otherwise, we have a huge plant of cell manufacturing. We are dependent on B2B customers, OEMs. Someday they'll give us the order, someday they won't. So it becomes a tied up, a very tough situation for us to be in. So with that mindset, the bigger picture, we have just ventured into that as well. We'll be launching our products in another 2-3 months. We have a product launch scheduled as well.
Great, great to hear that, and thanks for sharing it on our platform, Anshul.
Thank
In fact, this will be again Make in India. So one of
you.
those Make in India products coming up from Okaya. Very nice to hear that. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, Anshul, see, there is a huge push from the federal and the state governments towards EV and storage, right? So, what are your expectations from the policymakers in India, if I may ask?
So, Amit, I think the policymakers have done quite a lot since the onset of the entire industry. We are seeing multifold spends being allocated by the government, whether it's for the cell manufacturing or for the state level policies which are coming out. And the center is very like with great precision, they're rolling out their plans. And currently, I feel the EV segment has been taken care of pretty much well by the government, so that the first adoption comes in, whereas the storage side is a little bit lagging behind. So I feel that the oncoming times, there will be a lot of push on the storage front. There will be state-wise probably subsidies coming in, or there is something being worked out by the central and the state governments, so that the lithium-ion storage or a hybrid lead acid plus lithium-ion storage systems could be installed. We have done, and we are in the middle of executing few projects which are first of its kind in India, wherein we are doing 100% lithium-ion based battery bank with a solar generating system as well as a hybrid system. So to cut the cost of diesel, and there's a peak shaving application which we are doing with BHEL, and there are other prototype projects which are happening. Once these prototype projects give the ROI that the government is looking for, I feel this year and the next year is going to be sometime. We are going to look out for a huge policy addition apart from the EV. EV is on track. Now it's the storage, I think, which
Correct.
yeah, correct. Because the EV, the demand is going up overall. The acceptability is coming in. The manufacturing capacities have been installed by the OEMs. Now that there is going to be huge pressure on the grid, because the charging of the vehicles on the batteries will require electricity. that's where I think the natural step would be to have storage propagated throughout.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Both the things go hand in hand.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So, if there's one thing, what is the way forward as per Anshul if we see towards the industry growth?
So I think the way forward would be a very collaborative approach. I don't see any competition, fighting head to head. I see a very collaborative approach between different companies, uh, private as well as public, coming hand in hand to create a very specific ecosystem. Because India as a country is, has a different topography, different type of climate all around, different currents and voltages. In each state, there is a different sort of a challenge. So I feel as an ecosystem, if we are able to create manufacturing, distribution, recycling, the entire reliance on imports can be limited. And for that to happen, the industry needs to come along. And I feel, and I think, and I believe that the industry is coming along. We are partnering up with people we would have never worked before, and we are sharing our knowledge. It's becoming a more open platform, sort of a thought process and sharing, wherein the microcontrollers companies are coming in with standardization so that there could be a standardization across the industry. There's so many things happening. So I think the way forward, in one word, would be, in two words, would be collaborative approach rather than a very competitive approach. Where there is a huge market for everyone, and I believe if everybody is able to target their product segment, there is enough for everyone. But at the same time, we as a company or as an organization or as a group of companies, we should not play around with the emotions and feelings of and of the consumer who's buying, who's putting in his money. It's like what probably real estate was 10 years back,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
So in real estate, people used to put in the money and builders used to run away with the money, right? So if they got scared and they stopped investing into real estate, buying a home, so it took a lot of effort by the government to standardize it. So I feel this segment is already getting that mindset across all the manufacturers to provide the best to the consumer at the right price, at the right quality, so that there is no cheating that happens. So a collaborative approach would be the answer.
Very, very positive thought, very thinking about the collaborative approach and everybody going together. It's just if everybody walks together hand in hand, so there's a win-win for everybody.
Right.
Good approach. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
what do you see Ukaya? How do you see Ukaya as a player in the ecosystem in the long run?
So we see ourselves as a cell manufacturer, a company which is making electric scooters, uh, building the motors, BLDC motors, also everything, motor controllers as well in our facility, and the battery packs and chargers are already with us. So I see that for Okaya, it will be a complete designing, manufacturing, distribution, servicing, and also my aim is to get into recycling as well. Once we have the distribution set up, to get into recycling of lithium-ion batteries, so that we can make this a circular economy. Otherwise, the business model will not sustain when the replacements come in later on. So the idea of all of this we are doing so that we can have a self-manufacturing plant later on. So that's the bigger vision, and the rest of the things are just the journey to reach to the top. So that's where I see Ukaya in the longer run.
Wishing you all the best for that, Anshul.
Thank you so much.
So, we've had, all this while we've been talking about the industry, we've been talking about policymakers, we've been talking about Anshul's vision for the future,
Yeah.
which is cell manufacturing. So, we would also want to know what Anshul is doing in his leisure time. What is his stress buster?
So it's right behind me. I read a lot of books, I would say. Yeah, so I read a lot of books in my free time. I have a young daughter, so I play around with her quite a lot. And other than that, I just love to drive. So I take my car out on weekends and I drive mostly with my family. And cooking is also one of the major areas I spend on Sundays. So I was giving a little bit time to my family by making something with them and for them is something I love to do. Um, yeah, there's so much to learn and do out there. So cooking, reading, joining small courses, short courses wherein I can learn something about, for example, in our organization, there's so many departments that are there, and when you come in, you either start from each department and you make your way up. So I started like that initially, and then when the revolution kicked in, I had to immediately jump out to a different approach. But even now, I would say that, with my father's help, and his, because even at his age right now, he's always learning. He's always in some sort of course. Once a day at least, he's doing some sort of a learning activity. So using that from him and learning that, I have sort of tagged along with him. So that's my way to spend time with my father as well as learn at the same time. So I would say, yeah. So these are the 4 5 activities I do in my leisure time, to keep my stress down. And yeah, that's about it, Amit.
Great. So
Thank
we have a avid reader, we have a chef, where we have a person who loves traveling, driving across, spending time with family. So we have a complete package over there.
thank you.
So,
Yeah.
Anshul, it was a pleasure talking to you, and we wish you all the best for your endeavors and your vision. And we look forward to have you more onto our platforms. Thank you so much for being
Thank you,
here.
Amit. Really, really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Wishing you all a very, very safe, stay at home, stay safe, and take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much.